Did you know the only female emperor in Chinese history was a woman named Wu Zetian? Her journey to power started very early in her life. Born into a wealthy and noble family in the 7th century, Wu Zetian was no ordinary girl. Unlike most women of her time, she was educated, a rarity that set the stage for her extraordinary life. Her parents, recognizing her sharp mind and quick wit, ensured she received a well-rounded education. She was trained in writing, literature, music, and even politics. This was almost unheard of at a time when a woman's education was often limited to domestic skills. But Wu Zetian was destined for more than just a conventional life. At the tender age of 14, she entered the royal court as a concubine. It was here that her journey to the throne began. The royal court was a hotbed of power struggles and intrigue, a world far removed from the comforts of her childhood home. But Wu Zetian, with her intelligence and wit, navigated through these challenges with a finesse that belied her age. Her early life set the stage for the exceptional woman she was to become, paving the way to her ascension to the throne. The world had yet to see the rise of this powerful woman who would leave an indelible mark on Chinese history. Wu Zetian's rise to power began with a strategic marriage to Emperor Taizong. As a young woman, Wu Zetian was selected to be a concubine for Emperor Taizong, a position that offered her a chance to observe the inner workings of the royal court. It was within this court that her keen mind and quick wit began to shine. She soon became a favorite of the emperor, not just for her beauty, but also for her intelligence and her ability to navigate the intricate web of court politics. Wu Zetian was not content to remain in the shadows. Instead, she used her position to gain influence, offering advice and counsel to the emperor on matters of state. But Wu Zetian's ambition did not stop at being a favored concubine. After Emperor Taizong's death, instead of following the tradition of retiring to a life of religious contemplation, she managed to stay in the court. She did this by forming a relationship with Taizong's son, Emperor Gaozong. This new relationship was not without controversy. Gaozong was already married and Wu Zetian was technically his stepmother. Yet, the two soon married and Wu Zetian became empress. As empress, she continued to exert her influence, often making important decisions in place of her husband who suffered from ill health. Her ability to maintain her position and power in the court, despite the numerous challenges and opposition she faced, was a testament to her cunning and resilience. She was not just a woman in a man's world, she was a woman who knew how to play the game and play it well. Her ability to navigate the complex political landscape of the royal court was a clear indication of her future as a ruler. Wu Zetian's rise to power is not just a story of a woman ascending to the throne, it's a story of a woman who refused to be confined by societal norms and expectations, and who used her intelligence and cunning to carve out her own path in history. The Tang Dynasty was a time of political intrigue and power struggles, and Wu Zetian was right at the heart of it. The empire was a hotbed of conspiracies and coups, with powerful families vying for control in the imperial court. Wu Zetian, with her keen intellect and strategic acumen, was a key player in this volatile environment. After the death of Emperor Gaozong, the Tang Dynasty was thrown into disarray. The balance of power was disrupted, creating an opening for the ambitious and cunning to seize control. And Wu Zetian was both. She played her cards close to her chest, using the confusion and turmoil to her advantage. She masterfully navigated the complex web of alliances and rivalries in the court. Through a series of strategic moves, she eliminated potential threats and surrounded herself with loyal supporters. She was a master of manipulation, capable of turning enemies into allies and allies into pawns. Her rise to power was not without opposition. There were those who saw her ambition as a threat to the established order. But Wu Zetian was not one to be easily deterred. She met resistance with determination, facing down her detractors with a resolve that was as unyielding as it was unexpected. In the midst of chaos, Wu Zetian emerged as a formidable leader. Her reign marked a significant chapter in the Tang Dynasty, a testament to her political savvy and her indomitable spirit. Wu Zetian's reign was marked by significant reforms and a strong central government. She was a ruler who saw the value in change and was not afraid to challenge the status quo. One of the most notable aspects of her rule was the major reforms she introduced. These reforms were not merely for the sake of change, but were intended to increase efficiency and fairness within the administration. She introduced changes to the legal code, reducing the harshness of some punishments and instituting new laws to protect the rights of the common people. But perhaps the most significant of her reforms was her expansion of the civil service examination system. Before her reign, government officials were often chosen based on their lineage or connections. Wu Zetian, however, sought to make the system more meritocratic. She significantly expanded the civil service examinations, enabling more individuals, regardless of their background, to have a chance at serving in the government. This approach to governance was not only revolutionary but also highly effective. It brought a fresh wave of talent into the administration, leading to increased efficiency and productivity. Under Wu Zetian's rule, China also experienced a period of cultural and economic prosperity. She was a great patron of the arts, commissioning numerous works of literature and art and promoting education. The economy thrived under her leadership, with advancements in agriculture and trade leading to increased wealth and stability. In a society that was largely patriarchal, Wu Zetian's reign as the only female emperor was a testament to her exceptional abilities and determination. She navigated the complexities of political power, implemented wide-ranging reforms, and led China into an era of prosperity. In many ways, her reign challenged the traditional norms and demonstrated that effective governance was not a matter of gender, but of capability, vision, and determination. Wu Zetian's reign was a time of great change and progress in Chinese history. Her legacy as a reformer and a leader continues to inspire and fascinate us today. Under Wu Zetian's rule, China's borders expanded significantly. She was not a ruler who was content with maintaining the status quo. No, she was a visionary, a strategist who sought to extend the reach and influence of her empire. Military campaigns and conquests became defining features of her rule. Her strategies were a blend of diplomacy and military might, reflecting the complexity of her leadership style. She asserted dominance over the Korean peninsula, bringing it under her sphere of influence. Further west, she pushed into Central Asia, engaging in a series of military campaigns against the Tibetan Empire and the Eastern Turks. These conquests led to the expansion of the Silk Road, bolstering trade and cultural exchange. Wu Zetian's rule was not just about internal reforms, but also about expanding China's influence and reach. Her ambition and strategic acumen played a pivotal role in shaping the Tang dynasty, setting a precedent for future emperors to follow.